that we'd like to pass along in terms of the Butler Bulldogs. When they hold opponents to under 70 points in the ballgame, they have a record of 9-2, and we bring in Ralph at this point. The Penguins had better bring it on the offensive end, score more than 70 in hopes of turning this now 2-game losing streak here at home around.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the big struggle for the Penguins hasn't been defensively, it has been on the offensive end, and I think that the key to that struggle has been Quinn Humphrey's struggle. Last game against Cleveland State, only having 9 points. That's definitely something the Penguins are going to work on tonight.
Butler is one of 2 teams in the Horizon League that the Penguins have never beaten since joining the conference. We'll try to change that trend here tonight.
It's the Fox 1762 YSU Penguin Basketball Game of the Week.
Youngstown State University and Butler getting set to lock horns here at the Beeghly Center. A tremendous crowd on hand. They're expecting some big things from a team in the Penguins that has certainly shown some flashes of greatness as we've gone along. Welcome to our Fox 1762 YSU Basketball Game of the Week. My name is Chad Krispinski. Jerry Slocum hoping to salvage the first win of this 4-game homestand in the 3rd ball game. Youngstown State has fallen in the first 2 to both Wright State and to Cleveland State. Butler tonight, and then UW Milwaukee is in town on the 26th. But first thing first, the Butler Bulldogs present quite a challenge, Ralph.
Oh, absolutely. They're a well-balanced team. 4 out of the 5 starters average double figures, and they're fundamentally sound, and we know that the success that this program has had over the years.
They certainly put themselves on the map a couple of years ago, making quite a run in the NCAA basketball tournament. But that's in the past, and the Penguins have some other ideas here tonight. John Barber getting the start, set to jump it up against Brandon Polk. And we are underway in downtown Youngstown. Glad you're with us here. Far side on the right, Keston Roberts. Into the corner, Barber. Barber penetrates, dishes to Roberts, fires that baseline jumper, knocks it down.
See YSU come out with a different starting lineup, Chad, trying to shake things up a little bit.
Keston Roberts coming off a career-high 28 points against Cleveland State. Bounce pass underneath, right of the lane to Polk. Loses the handle, it was tipped away. Derek Harris comes down with it. Here's side on the left, Roberts. Roberts penetrates, stops and pops. And hits! Roberts picks up right where he left off. A quick 4 for him. Youngstown State up 4. 19:10 to go here in the first half. This is Crone. Far side on the left, Avery Sheets. Sheets has it. Brandon Crone. Bounce pass low post. Colin LaForme picks up the foul. First on him, the first on YSU as a team.
You see Colin LaForme back in the starting lineup, and one of the reasons I think was his improved play in that last game against Cleveland State. Really earned some respect, I think, from the coaches.
This is A.J. Graves looking low post for Polk. Polk fronts up. Polk puts it up and in. First 2 for Polk, and Butler is on the board. Polk, as you mentioned, one of those starters averaging in double figures. He averages just under 16 points and 4 rebounds each and every time out. Quinn Humphrey underneath to LaForme, backing in. LaForme spins, no. Rebound gobbled up by Crone for Butler. Top of the key, Graves. Crone triggers the 3-ball. That one's too strong. Rebound, Keston Roberts. Roberts crossover dribble. Derek Harris, the senior from Cambridge, Massachusetts, penetrates and draws a blocking foul on the sophomore A.J. Graves.
Number 4, A.J. Graves, his first, Butler's first.
The first on Graves. Number 1 on Butler, underneath to Humphrey. Humphrey off the glass and in.
I don't know how they snuck that ball in there, but that's a good start for Quinn Humphrey. Even though it's just a layup, a lot of times it's a good confidence getter for a player.
Get that confidence build up, because his confidence was not so high in that ball game against Cleveland State, as you alluded to earlier. This is Haran, triggers the long-range 3-ball, and he drains it. Bruce Haran, a 6'3" senior from Newcastle, Indiana. Left of the lane, Colin LaForme. This is Roberts. Bounce pass back to LaForme. Lost the handle. Roberts fighting for it. Jump ball, it'll go to Butler.
Jump ball possession, Butler.
Good hustle there by Keston Roberts, calling the form. Unable to handle that ball, and Keston getting on the ground, picking it up.
Alex Sanchez will make a rare appearance. Sitting down is Colin LaForme. Now, we have not seen Jack Lyles. Coming into this ball game, Youngstown State had used the same starting lineup 6 straight ball games. That changes here tonight. A.J. Graves, far side of the left wing to Haran. Triggers and hits the 3-ball. Haran now is a half dozen, and Butler goes on top 8-6. John Barber, very athletic post player. Free throw line to Q. Bounce pass near side of the left wing. This is Keston Roberts. And Roberts draws another foul, and this one is on Avery Sheets.
Sheets not happy about it, but Keston Roberts does a nice job of keeping the ball in his right hand, faking the crossover, and getting the contact.
First on Sheets, second on Butler. This is Keston Roberts. He triggers up around and won't go, and the rebound comes down to Brandon Crow. Back come the Bulldogs, looking to build on this 2-point lead. Polk penetrates on Sanchez, blocked away, but a foul is called on the native of the Canary Islands.
I really think Brandon Polk tonight is the key for Butler. I think he presents a big, tough matchup problem for Youngstown State. I think that's why we saw Colin LaForme in there earlier. That time Sanchez guarding him fouls him, but an athletic guy like him being 6'6", can present some problems for the Penguins.
To the free throw line is Polk, 6'6" senior. LaForme is back. Sanchez sits down. Polk, Butler's leading scorer and the second leading rebounder, ranks 8th in the Horizon League in scoring with that average of 15.8 points. He knocks them both down. Butler now up 4, 10-6, under the 17-minute mark here in this first half. Barber up top to LaForme. Underneath, nice look from Q for Barber, loses the handle, gobbles it back up, backing in Barber. Barber fights it up and in. John Barber in the scorebook, his first 2, back to a 2-point deficit for the Penguins.
You see a little pressure by the Penguins trying to trap at half court, too slow to do so.
Very fundamentally sound team are the Butler Bulldogs, a tremendous 3-point shooting team. We've already seen that on display here in this one. Low post Polk. This is Avery Sheets, now Haran. Cross-court toss to A.J. Graves. Graves fires it up, no. Polk on the offensive glass, puts it in. What a job by Polk, sky and high in the air to knock it in.
And that's been a problem this year for the Penguins, giving up those rebounds, and continued early on here tonight.
Derek Harris, far side on the right wing, up top to Keston Roberts. Humphrey firing 3-ball. That one is short. Colin LaForme fighting for the rebound. It's out of bounds, and it will go to Butler when we get back to it. 15:20 to go in the first half. Butler 12, Youngstown State 8. Back with more after this on the Fox 1762 YSU Basketball Game of the Week.
Introducing Jeep Commander Limited with the electronic stability program, 3 rows of stadium seats, side curtain airbags, and an available 5.7-liter Hemi V8.
Would you please stop following me home?
For the first time ever, get $1,000 overstock bonus cash, which puts Jeep Commander under 27 grand.
Watch the Arby's Comedy Block weeknights from 6 to 8 on Fox 1762 for your chance to win 2 combo meals from Arby's.
I want details, and I want them right now.
This is so cool.
Call when you see the winning phone number weeknights from 6 to 8 during That 70s Show, The Simpsons, and Seinfeld.
That 70s Show and The Simpsons. Now that's just funny.
Watch to win weeknights from 6 to 8 on Fox 1762.
YSU's Penguin Club provides financial support, allowing student athletes to compete at the NCAA Division I level. Members enjoy many benefits from priority football and basketball tickets to social events and more.
Our Penguin Club gives student athletes opportunities to compete, win championships, and earn degrees.
There's never been a better time to join the Penguin Club. Act fast and make a difference.
Call today and join the Penguin Club.
Together we can impact the success of many YSU athletes.
Bellaria offers a wide variety of pizzas, sandwiches, entrees, and salads. Check out the daily lunch and dinner specials, including lunches as low as $3.95 with generous portions. Bellaria wishes YSU basketball coaches Tisha Hill and Jerry Slocum, their staff and teams, all the best this season. Go Penguins!
We sell taste one bite at a time at Bellaria.
Downtown Youngstown is our location inside the Beeghly Center. Youngstown State hosting the Butler Bulldogs. We've also got your high school basketball action. Mineral Ridge battles McDonald Friday. Catch all of the action on the Fox 1762 high school basketball game of the week. Not just the highlights, we'll have the whole game. That's Friday night, 11 o'clock, right here on Fox 1762. And if the first 2 weeks of our high school broadcast are any indication of how our broadcast schedule will go, I'd say we're in for some solid high school action. Of course, Warren Harding getting the better end last night, 52-50 over Ursuline, and then that thriller in Howland as Howland knocked off Canfield a couple of Fridays ago. But the scene where we are now is Youngstown State University, and Butler holding the edge 12-8 at this point. Butler brings the ball into the forecourt, up top to Crone. Left side, Horan. This is Crone. Penetrates. Crone line lane, lays it up and in. Quick off the dribble, beating Colin LaForme, and the Bulldogs up a half dozen. This is Q. Hasn't gotten many good looks of late since his offensive explosion. This is Keston Roberts slicing through the lane as his pocket picked. Avery Sheets ends up with it for Butler. Graves left side to Crone. Crone spins. No. Rebound Roberts.
I think you see, though, the first couple possessions, how Butler really likes to attack the basket. No wasted movement, good passes.
Derek Harris to LaForme to Roberts. Dialing up that three ball. Too strong. Rebound Crone. And for Crone, racking up those rebounding numbers, but his teammate Brandon Polk walks with the basketball. Sitting down is Graves, and checking in, number 1 for Butler. A native of Slovakia, but he's moved to the United States and now lives in Sharon, or at least his host parents do. Sharon, Pennsylvania, that is. Ball out of bounds. Keston Roberts looking for Quinn Humphrey, but a little bit of a local tie for number 1, Julian Betko, 6'5" junior guard for Butler. As Betko triggers it in and bringing it up the floor is Avery Sheets.
Youngstown State continuing to play man defense.
Brandon Polk around, no. Rebound Roberts. Roberts to Harris, underneath LaForme. Colin LaForme muscles it up and won't go, but it looks like he'll head to the free throw line. Bruce Horan picks up the foul. It's his first and the third on Butler as a team. Colin LaForme, 9 points, 5 rebounds in the last ball game against Cleveland State. A 6'10", 214-pound sophomore from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And the free throw is up and in. So LaForme knocks both of them in, and here is Dominique Crawford. Crawford has provided so much of a spark when he comes into ball games.
Yeah, you know, sometimes players get offended or they get upset because they're coming off the bench, but oftentimes a coach likes to keep that, that sixth man on the bench that brings an energy to the team. And I think Dominique Crawford kind of personifies that role for the club.
Betko hands to Avery Sheets. 17 of the shot clock. Sheets looking near side on the right wing to Betko. Into the corner, Bruce Horan. This is Avery Sheets. Wants for the basketball again and looks in disbelief at all three of the officials. The call is what it is. And the Penguins trying to cut into this 4-point deficit.
Youngstown State changed it up there a little bit because of the size disadvantage they had. They went to a little 2-3 zone and obviously caused Butler some problems there.
Q loses the handle. Avery Sheets line lane. This is Horan for three, and it's perfect. And Butler leads by a touchdown.
And you can tell that Butler likes to shoot the three. That time had a fast break opportunity. Probably could have had a layup, but decided to take the three-pointer, and it paid off.
Win Humphrey, another slow start here in this one in the first 7+ minutes. Derek Harris, free throw line. Harris to Dominique Crawford. Crawford dishes to Barber. Trigger with that three ball. It's short. Rebound comes down to Avery Sheets. Back come the Bulldogs. Just over 12 minutes to play here in the first half. Sheets near side of the right wing, and we'll look at head coach Todd Licklider. Find out just what he's expected to run. Bounce pass left side, Brian Ligon. Now to Crone. This is Sheets. Crone, easy layup.
That time YSU went back to the man-on-man matchup and really got beat backdoor.
So it's now a 9-point Butler lead, 19-10. Harris loses the handle, gains it back. Harris line lane, lays it up and in. Nifty put in with the right hand, a little scoop if you will. 19-12 in favor of the Bulldogs. Crone up top to Betko. And Sheets will slow things out as we are now under 11.5 to play. Low post, Ligon muscling it up. It's too strong, too much muscle. Barber comes down with it, then to Harris, and Harris commits the foul on Horan. And Harris will pick up his first.
You hear Coach Slocum preaching right there. You have to protect the basketball. That's just a silly turnover.
11:05 to go in the first half. Butler 19, Youngstown State 12. Back with more after this in the Fox 1762 YSU basketball game of the week.
I'm glad you're driving. I hate this stuff.
The law calls for every driver to have car insurance. But weather like this demands it. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. We keep you legal for less.
Since moving here, I'm actually more independent than before.
Bill Wade, independent living resident at Shepherd of the Valley.
Well, I really like the security and the independence. I don't have to worry about outside maintenance, inside maintenance. It's a great setup.
Independent living at Shepherd of the Valley doesn't mean giving up your independence.
I made the right move and I couldn't be happier.
Shepherd of the Valley, make your home with us.
This is it. This is the action. This is the season. This is the game. Penguin basketball slams into the Beeghly Center. Don't miss your shot to catch all the action.
The YSU men face off against Butler Saturday night at 10:30 on Fox 1762.
Not just the highlights, we'll have the whole game, so you won't miss a minute. Penguin basketball is here. Hit the hardwood with the Fox 1762 YSU Penguin basketball game of the week.
Some dealers are overstocked, but Frederick Dodge is super stocked with great selling new Dodge cars and trucks. Frederick Dodge sells more new Dodges in the Valley than any other dealer, and Bob Frederick knows to do that. He has to stock more Dodges and discount them deeper. Like 06 Ram 1500s with air automatic, anti-spin, cruise tilt, CD sport wheels and more. Only $19,988. Save another $1,000 by financing with Chrysler and pay just $18,988. Bob will pay top dollar for your trade and beat any bona fide offer or pay you $500.
Isn't that right, Mr. Frederick?
I'm Bob Frederick, and I guarantee it. Your only Elite 5-star Dodge exclusive dealer south of the mall in Boardman.
One. They lead at 19-12 with 11:05 to go here in this first half. And say, first news at 10 on Fox 1762 is expanding. Beginning Monday, January 23rd, we'll have a full hour of local news, sports, and weather. Join the folks on your screen, Rob Schmidt and Whitney Ward, beginning Monday with first news at 10, right here on Fox 1762. So the Penguins looked sharp early in terms of shooting the basketball. That has lasted through the first 9 minutes, I'd say, or 5 of 10, 50%. Butler just a shade better, 58.3%. The Penguins, some careless turnovers, and those will hurt you every time.
Yeah, absolutely. The turnovers hurt you, and I think more importantly is it never gets second chance points. You know, once they miss the ball, once they miss a shot, it goes to their opponents. Tonight being Butler, and you know, oftentimes these teams that they're playing are getting 2 or 3 cracks at it at a time.
Graves to Crone. Free throw line, and then a bounce pass to Bruce Horan. Butler loves that 3 ball. Horan picks up his dribble, top of the key, Polk. This is Graves, penetrates, fires up the little floater. It doesn't go. Barber with a rebound. Here come the Penguins. Dominique Crawford dialing up that 3 ball, way off the mark. Rebound, Keston Roberts. Roberts muscles it off the glass and in.
You know, obviously you never want to benefit from a teammate's, you know, a bad play, but I really think that Keston Roberts has benefited from Quinn Humphrey's, you know, lack of good play of late. I think it's freed him up for some shots, and I think he's taken advantage of it.
Left side, Graves. 3 ball in the air, and it bounces up and in. A.J. Graves, his first 3, and you certainly do not want to allow him to get into a groove, because that could certainly spell disaster for the Penguins. Under 10 now, left of the lane. This is LaForme. LaForme muscles it off the glass and in. (22-16) is our score. Bounce pass to Polk, spinning, laying it in with the left hand.
That's one of the problems right there. Butler's such a good 3-point team. It keeps your defense out there by the 3-point arc, and then they're able to take advantage of the inside.
Can imagine that most of the emphasis was on that 3-point shooting this week at practice.
And rightly so. Chad Butler shooting 80% from 3-point line.
John Barber steps back, fires up a 3 ball of his own and knocks it down. And Jerry Slocum says, let's talk things over. It's now a 5-point Butler lead, but it's good to see the Penguins come back and shoot the basketball well.
Absolutely. There you see him do a nice job of really freeing himself. John Barber does a little move to the hoop, gets himself some distance between him and Brandon Polk, and able to knock that big shot down. Probably one of the reasons why John Barber started tonight.
Coach Slocum talked last week after the loss to Cleveland State, and you look at some of the numbers. They shoot a season low 34.7%. They had a season low 50 points, and they also committed 20 turnovers. And I asked him, I said, you know, you have a week off. Is it good? You get to get back on the practice floor, and you get to try to correct some of these fundamental errors. And he said, you know, that's a long time to wait after a loss to get back into real game action. And it's good to see that there are no lingering effects in this ball game here tonight, even though the Penguins lost their last time out.
Yeah, I think a long break like that gets you a little bit healthy, but I think it also, you know, could wear on the players a little bit. I think they'd rather be out here playing than practicing.
Top of the key, Betko, far side of the left. Graves back to Betko. Avery Sheets. The sophomore Graves. Crone, bounce pass, picked off by Roberts. Line, Lane lays it up and in.
But for a second there, we'd get another highlight, but Graves played some good defense there, forcing Keston Roberts to have to put it up and not dunk it.
Roberts now has 8, 3-point Butler lead. Sheets far side on the left. Nearing the 8-minute mark of the ball game. Crone into the corner. A.J. Graves, no. Rebound, Dominique Crawford. Near side, Derek Harris. LaForme working hard on the post. Derek Harris lays it up and in.
Nice strong take by Derek Harris. Colin LaForme posted for him. Almost acted as a screen, and Harris was able to go right by.
And as we see, it looks like Brandon Crone is injured. He's hunched down in that huddle wearing number 33. And with that, we take a timeout. 7:57 to play here in the first half. Youngstown State trailing it by 1, 24-23 in the Fox 1762 YSU basketball game of the week.
Why stay up late for your local news?
Get all of your news 1 hour before the rest.
Be the first to know what's going on.
And go to bed early.
Think first, think Fox.
First news at 10 on Fox 1762.
She said, oh, don't worry about it. If you don't go, that's all right.
She got left high and dry.
She said she would pay me. I say to you, prove it.
But will this letter be a lifesaver?
Oh, wait a minute. What's that?
Next, all new People's Court.
Monday at 2 on Fox 1762.
Beer Factor 5 days a week. Get your daily dose of beer.
Monday at 4 on Fox 1762.
Set the date! Set the date!
Make a date with Sex and the City, because Sex and the City will be here.
It's here! It's here! Wow!
All week long.
All you have to do is show up.
Monday night at 11 on Fox 1762.
YSU's Penguin Club provides financial support, allowing student athletes to compete at the NCAA Division I level.
Members enjoy many benefits from priority football and basketball tickets to social events and more.
Our Penguin Club gives student athletes opportunities to compete, win championships, and earn degrees.
There's never been a better time to join the Penguin Club. Act fast and make a difference.
Call today and join the Penguin Club.
Together we can impact the success of many YSU athletes.
This is it. This is the action. This is the season. This is the game. Penguin basketball slams into the Beeghly Center. Don't miss your shot to catch all the action.
The YSU men face off against Butler Saturday night at 10:30 on Fox 1762.
Not just the highlights, we'll have the whole game, so you won't miss a minute. Penguin basketball is here. Hit the hardwood with the Fox 1762 YSU Penguin basketball game of the week.
As Youngstown State has now cut this to a 1-point deficit. Right of the lane, Polk backing in on LaForme. Polk with a nifty move underneath, shoves it up and in. And Brandon Polk now in double digits with 10. He's right near his per game average of 15.8, and we've still got 7.5 minutes to go here in just the first half. Derek Harris, near side left wing to Roberts. Roberts triggers. Around it won't go. Rebound, Avery Sheets. This is A.J. Graves. Low post to Brandon Polk. Near side Sheets. Polk posting up again, backing in on LaForme. Fadeaway off the glass, no. Rebound, Quinn Humphrey.
They're going to keep feeding to Polk all night until YSU stops it. That time Polk just missed it, wasn't really stopped defensively.
Keston Roberts slices through 2 defenders and puts it in.
In the second half of that Cleveland State game, we saw a lot of Keston Roberts at top, in the middle, top of the key, and just trying to create for himself, and it's kind of continued here tonight.
Roberts is 10. How about Polk? Outside now to Sheets. A.J. Graves, no. Rebound Humphrey. Penguins want to run. Q to Harris. Harris stops. Bounce past Q. Q scoops. falls to the floor, no call. Rebound Butler. Back the other way comes Bruce Horan. Here's Avery Sheets. Jerry Slocum is barking at the official. Cross court. Here's Graves to Sheets near side. Polk has it in the corner near the baseline. 15 on the shot clock. Three ball in the air, no. Rebound, Colin LaForme. Gives to Q, now to Derek Harris. Harris picks up that dribble underneath towards LaForme. And he stepped on the baseline with 5:38 to play here in the first half. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here, but the Penguins, they're hanging in there with one of the top teams in the Horizon League.
Absolutely. I think as Butler continues to miss some outside shots, you know, we said when they're hitting the three, they're a tough team to beat, but they started off 80%, now have dipped down to 50%, which is obviously still good from three-point land, but as they struggle with their shooting, YSU needs to make their little runs, and that's what they've done so right here.
I'm impressed here tonight, especially as you look up and around this crowd. A tremendous crowd here at the Beeghly Center. Just from my estimation, it looks as if it may be the biggest crowd of the season, and this team deserves it. That's what it's going to take to get the enthusiasm back into this program and to get some fans here in the local area around this program and supporting these guys, because we have seen, you and I, some great things from a lot of these youngsters.
Absolutely. They're a pretty exciting team, you know, and even in their losses, they put on a pretty good show. And I think, you know, you look around this place, you see a lot of young 7th and 8th grade teams here with their coaches, and you know, they watch college basketball on TV all the time, and you know, if you put a good product out there, if YSU puts a good product on here, they'll be able to fill the stands like this all the time. But you know, obviously that's a difficult task.
Not since really the Youngstown State Penguins have joined the Horizon League has there been a lot of enthusiasm in this one. And Quinn Humphrey, no foul called there. I'd say there's a little more than just some marginal contact there.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Slocum was talking about the body, and it sure looked like Polk got him with the body. But one of the things that impresses me the most about Quinn Humphrey, never said a word. He let his coach talk to the officials. He just went back and played defense, and I think that speaks volumes about the character of Quinn Humphrey.
I was talking with somebody in the athletic department earlier today while we were waiting for the ball game to begin, and they said that this group is a very class group. You'll find good kids here, kids who are good in the classroom, players who are as humble as you would want them to be. That's how you build a program.
Oh,
Jerry Slocum doing it the right way.
Absolutely. They got a good mix of young and old on this team, and all of them are good class athletes.
Drew Stryker is checked in for Butler. As we're under now 5.5 to play. Into the corner, A.J. Graves. Polk again. Back to Graves. This is Sheets triggering that three ball. It's halfway down and out. Polk on the offensive glass. Puts it up and in on his foul.
That's what we're talking about right there. The second chance points that YSU opponents have gotten this year. Really been a backbreaker for this team.
YSU foul on Q. That's his first, fourth in the Penguins as a team. Barber returns. Also checking in is Mikko Niemi, the freshman from Finland. And to the free throw line goes Brandon Polk. Polk ranks 5th in the Horizon League in field goal percentage at 53.5%. Misses that free throw, unable to complete the three-point play. And the Penguins with a chance to tie. Near side on the left, this is Q. Q, the two-time Horizon League Player of the Week this season. Into the corner, Barber. Barber penetrates, whistle and what? Offensive foul called on YSU. And I think that's called on Colin LaForme. Yep, that's his second. Number 5 on the Penguins. What happened there?
I'm not sure if he pushed off. He had kind of a look of disbelief on his face, but that hurts the Penguins because Colin LaForme, even though his numbers don't show it, has been playing pretty well of late. And off that bench, YSU really doesn't have another guy in that big spot to play like he does. And I'm sure that as Coach Slocum goes around recruiting, that's one of the spots that he most needs to fill for next year.
Now, Jack Lyles has still not been used. Here we go, underneath now into the corner. Three ball up, around, no. Rebound, John Barber. This is Quinn Humphrey spinning in the corner, picks up the dribble. Miko Niemi penetrates. This is Barber triggering. 2-point field goal, no. Rebound, Alex Sanchez. Out to Miko Niemi. Niemi getting some meaningful minutes in this one. We have not seen a lot of Miko.
Yeah, really, Coach Slocum doing a different job tonight, substituting. Usually we just seen, you know, Colin LaForme and Jack Lyles switch in for each other, and, you know, Barber and Holmes. But tonight we saw some different players. Sanchez getting some time, Niemi getting some time, and maybe that's a sign of things to come.
Quinn Humphrey triggers some hits from the baseline. And Humphrey now has 4. And one of the Butler Bulldogs near the head coach Todd Licklider, that's Bruce Horan, is shaken up. The official is checking to make sure he's okay. And now Horan will take a seat. I'm not sure, he's limping a little bit. Todd Licklider talking to the official. Some of the fans taking exception to that.
I don't think it was that big of a deal, but
Brandon Polk all alone lays it up. That can't happen in the low post.
Brandon Polk's on his way to a career night if the Penguins don't do something to stop him inside.
Just under 2 points off his season average per game. Humphrey off the dribble, stops, pops, no. Foul called on Avery Sheets. That'll be number 2.
And I think anytime a player is struggling and they can get to the free throw line, and, you know, I think it helps them break that slump a little bit.
Free throws upcoming for Youngstown State when we get back to it. Just over 3.5 to play in the first half. Butler leading by 3, 30-27 on the Fox 1762 YSU basketball game of the week.
Let it snow. I have my scraper, my shovel, and my sled. That can only mean one thing. Winter weather is here. For the most accurate, up-to-the-minute closings and delays, tune to 27 First News.
Or go to WKBN.com for a list of all cancellations. So when the snow starts to fly, tune to your official school cancellation station. 27 First News, where your news comes first.
Cancellations and delays brought to you by Comprehensive Children and Family Services. Watch the Arby's Comedy Block weeknights from 6 to 8 on Fox 1762 for your chance to win 2 combo meals from Arby's.
I want details, and I want them right now.
This is so cool.
Call when you see the winning phone number weeknights from 6 to 8 during That 70s Show, The Simpsons, and Seinfeld.
That 70s Show and The Simpsons. Now that's just funny.
Watch to win weeknights from 6 to 8 on Fox 1762.
Bellaria offers a wide variety of pizzas, sandwiches, entrees, and salads. Check out the daily lunch and dinner specials, including lunches as low as $3.95 with generous portions. Bellaria wishes YSU basketball coaches Tisha Hill and Jerry Slocum, their staff and teams, all the best this season. Go Penguins!
We still taste one bite at a time at Bellaria.
YSU's Penguin Club provides financial support, allowing student athletes to compete at the NCAA Division I level.
Members enjoy many benefits from priority football and basketball tickets to social events and more.
Our Penguin Club gives student athletes opportunities to compete, win championships, and earn degrees.
There's never been a better time to join Penguin Club. Act fast and make a difference.
Call today and join the Penguin Club.
Together we can impact the success of many YSU athletes.
Jerry Slocum and the Penguins drawing up some plans to hopefully cut into this 3-point deficit. Butler getting the better end. This game 3 of a 4-game homestand, the 4th one we'll have here on Fox 1762, the YSU Penguin basketball game of the week. UW Milwaukee takes on the men's team Thursday the 26th. That comes your way at midnight right here on Fox 1762, and we've talked about Butler making a name for themselves a couple of years ago in the NCAA tournament. Well, that Milwaukee team, that's going to be quite a draw here as well, because they made quite a little run of it last year in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Horizon League overall has really taken a step up as far as strength of schedule goes and as far as respect goes nationwide. You look at this Butler team, they played Ohio State really tough, took them to overtime, and they barely lost to Michigan. So, I mean, I think it speaks volumes of the quality of play here in the Horizon League.
Quinn Humphrey to the free throw line. He's got 4 points in the ball game, and he shoots 78.3 from the stripe, knocks the free throw up and in. He's got 5, and it's now down to a 2-point deficit for the Penguins. Q, the native of Ellenwood, Georgia, splits the pair. John Barber goes for the offensive rebound, and he is called for a foul. Jerry Slocum says, I've seen it all now.
Yeah, that was a bad call. It looked like John Barber just reached his hand up there and tipped it back over to himself. And I think he has a right to be mad over there.
Polk has it in the corner. Polk penetrates. Nice look. It's knocked away, however. Quinn almost came out with a rip of his own. Underneath to Polk, up and in with the right hand. Polk now over his season average of 16 points. Butler back on top by 4. It's 32-28. Under 3 now to play. This is Quinn Humphrey. Barber hits the deck. Keston Roberts has it top of the key. Far side on the right to Derek Harris. Down to Q with 16 to the shot clock. Q, line, lane. Off the glass, it doesn't go. Rebound, Polk. Q with a nice take is not rewarded with a make, however.
Butler really put it up there that time defensively, being really aggressive.
Into the corner, Polk. Backing on in. Julian Betko. Up top, A.J. Graves. This is Crone for 3. No. Rebound, Derek Harris. Into the corner, Keston Roberts dialing up that 3 ball. Doesn't go. Rebound, Barber. Roberts might get another chance, but he gets it out to Q, who hands back to Derek Harris with 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Penguins did a nice job that time slowing it down after the initial miss. It would have been easy to rush that thing back up, but they decided to set up their offensive set.
Here side on the left, Quinn Humphrey is fouled by Julian Betko. And Julian Betko, the native of Slovakia, and also Sharon, Pennsylvania, picks up the foul, and that's his first, number 5 on Butler as a team. Harris to trigger in. Roberts has it in the corner. Roberts backing in. Roberts spins, shoots. Off the glass, it bounces in. Roberts with a dozen. Back to a 2-point ball game. Butler up a pair. Minute and a half to play. A.J. Graves. Far side on the left into the corner. Horan, a whistle, and what? A foul on John Barber. That'll be the 7th on the Penguins, the 2nd on Barber. A 1-and-1 shooting situation. And who will be at the line? It'll be Brandon Polk, and Jerry Slocum says, why can't I get that call on the other end? If there is a little bit of a chink in the armor of Brandon Polk, it might be free throw shooting. Not there, I'll eat my words, but he shoots 63.5% from the free throw line. Anything at all if we could jinx him or something, right?
Yeah.
Polk, free throw up and in, and he knocks them both down.
Next time, talk about how good he is at the free throw line. We'll see if that works.
All right, back the other way. Penguins trailing by 4. Whistle and another reach-in foul on Betko. And the official has a few choice words for Mr. Betko. And it'll be a 1-and-1 shooting situation as Betko picks up number 2. Nope, the official was premature in his signaling that it's a 1-and-1. It's just number 6. In terms of team fouls, everybody has a good little laugh, including Derek Harris. $1:15 left in the first half. It's been an exciting first half at that. Keston Roberts takes it baseline. Roberts dishes into the corner to Q. Q, skies in the air, puts it up, no, rebound Dwight Holmes. Holmes back out front as we're coming up on 60 seconds in the first half. And a fresh shot clock for the Penguins. Alex Sanchez inside the three-point line, near side on the left to Roberts. Q back to Derek Harris. Harris penetrates, dishes to Holmes, right elbow, bounces up and in. Dwight Holmes cuts us to a 2-point Butler lead, 34-32. Shot clock is now off. And Butler will likely hold for the last shot. Graves guarded by Quinn Humphrey. See the clock at the top of your screen, 16 seconds. Bounced up top, nearly a turnover. Penguins weren't looking. Betko into the corner. 3 ball, too strong, tipped up into the air, and a foul is called on Butler, and the Penguins will head to the free throw line in hopes of tying this one up going into the intermission.
Yeah, surprisingly, Butler could take 2 shots there before time gets closed down. Usually like to wait till about 4 or 5 seconds left, but that time Brandon Crone goes over the back on the long rebound. You're going to see the long shot right there by Bruce Horan, and there you're going to see it right there, Brandon Crone over the back of Alex Sanchez.
That's the first on Crone, number 7 on Butler, and Sanchez to the free throw line where he's a perfect 1 of 1. Free throw up, free throw in. At this rate, he'll shoot 100% for the rest of the season.
Again, Sanchez hasn't seen much time this year, but he's given us some valuable minutes here as Colin LaForme sat out in foul trouble.
He misses the other, rebound Quinn Humphrey. Humphrey is fouled.
And again, I think one thing that's really kept the Penguins in this game, you saw it right there, offensive rebounds. And they've been able to do that tonight, whereas the last couple games, we've seen none of it.
Something else that stands out is their ability to hustle. Things have not gone easily for Quinn Humphrey against Cleveland State, and also not in this first half necessarily, but the effort is still there, and he took quite a lick.
Absolutely. And you see Derek Harris right there talking to the official at the top of the key, really trying to protect his teammate out there. You know, that's what you want from your captain right there.
Miko Niemi will return for YSU. 6.1 seconds, and Quinn Humphrey trying to add to his point total, which currently sits at 5. Humphrey has had quite a season to this point, hoping for some bigger things as he goes along. Free throw up and in, and we are tied at 34. Couldn't have asked for much more than that. Penguins will try to take the lead. Humphrey with a half dozen, looking for 7. From the free throw line, he's 2 of 3. 6 points, a pair of rebounds. Free throw up, free throw around, it won't go. Rebound is out of bounds, and it will go to her. It'll stay with Youngstown State. Dwight Holmes gives a little high five to Pete and Penny over there in those seats.
And I think when you're hustling, good things happen. And I think that's an example of it right there.
So one last crack at it, 4.2 seconds to go. Penguins trying to head to the locker room with the lead at the half. This is in towards Alex Sanchez. Butler comes away with it. Horan fires at the buzzer off the glass. And we head to the locker room exactly where we were when we began. That is tied at the intermission. The score in this one, Youngstown State 34, Butler 34. Back with all the halftime numbers after this on the Fox 1762 YSU Basketball Game of the Week.
Curls are important for my self-esteem.
You know what else might be good for your self-esteem? Not being the village whore.
They've battled all their lives.
Dad.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
But this is the fight of the 70s.
You stuffed in high school.
So did you.
Lori here waxes her lips, legs, eyebrows.
Walked in on you in bed with your Dorothy Hamill poster, and you were all...
Lori was born with a tail!
That 70s show.
I hate you!
Monday night at 6 on Fox 1762.
Marge's book exposes Homer.
Just tell me how much of this is true.
There's a place called Nantucket.
I knew it!
Now the whole town's talking.
Can you believe that Homer and Marge's marriage is just a sham? All right, I'll order. I'll have a medium pepperoni.
And Simpson's secrets are revealed.
Your father's a very private person.
Marge, we're out of bath towels. Oh, ice cream truck!
The Simpsons.
Monday night at 7.
The Better Business Bureau is calling for entries for the 2006 Torch Awards, an annual event to publicly honor and recognize area businesses that exemplify outstanding marketplace ethics and commitment to serving the community. To nominate an area business or to receive more information, call the Better Business Bureau at 330-744-3111 or log on to youngstownbbb.org. The 2006 Torch Awards are sponsored by Clear Channel Radio, 27 WKBN, and Fox 1762.
It's the Fox 1762 High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Catch all the excitement
On your home.
for local sports.
Forget about the highlights, we'll have the whole game.
See your schools in the biggest local games without leaving your home.
It's the Fox 1762 High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Watch Mineral Ridge take on McDonald Friday night at 11 on Fox 1762. Brought to you by the Associated School Employees Credit Union.
Back to the Beeghly Center at the half. Youngstown State and Butler all knotted up at 34 apiece. Chad Krispinski joined by Ralph Sandy, and as we look back at that first half, the Penguins really utilized their game plan to really the highest level. They did not allow the three ball to hurt them. And as we went along, the three ball maybe early on was a factor, but not late. And the Penguins certainly a great effort in that first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Butler came out and made 4 of the first 5 3-pointers, but after that they mixed the next 8. And I think that's been the key so far to this game.
Let's take a look at those numbers. You see our score 34 apiece. Butler from the field shooting 46.4%. Youngstown State 53.8. Those 4 3 balls for Butler. Youngstown State with 1. From the free throw line, both teams rather sharp. 5 of 8 for the Penguins and 4 of 5 for Butler. Keston Roberts was certainly a huge factor in more ways than one. He comes up with the steal, and he ends up putting that one in. Let's take a look at some of our miscellaneous numbers in that first half. Rebounding department in that edge goes to Youngstown State 20-11. 7 turnovers for Youngstown State to 4 for Butler. 4 steals for the Bulldogs to 2 for Youngstown State. 1 block shot for Butler. Youngstown State didn't swat anything away, but we are still tied. We mentioned Keston Roberts and his solid first half of play. Nice spinning move in the lane. He puts it off the glass and in. And as we look at our leading scorers in that first half, Roberts with a dozen, 6 of 10 from the field. He did not connect on a 3 ball. Hopefully that'll change in this second half. Brandon Polk, a force to be reckoned with, 18 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And Polk, a whirling dervish, he is now well over his points per game average, which is 15.8 points coming in. We said it earlier, the Penguins have not beaten Butler since they joined the Horizon League. That going to change here tonight? We'll find out when we come back with the Fox 1762 YSU Basketball Game of the Week.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers. And the money's great too.
If you're not working from home, then you're missing out on your share of a multi-billion-dollar industry.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I'm making $5,000 a month. Never thought I'd make this much right out of school.
I actually like what I do now, and I'm making more than ever.
Put your computer to work now.
My goal for next month is $20,000.
Working from home changed my life. This is the one website you have to visit.
I love working from home.
Ready for more money? Start earning extra money yourself by going to this website today.
Log on to 41earn.com now.
Some dealers are overstocked, but Frederick Dodge is super stocked with great selling new Dodge cars and trucks. Frederick Dodge sells more new Dodges in the Valley than any other dealer, and Bob Frederick knows to do that. He has to stock more Dodges and discount them deeper. Like 06 Ram 1500s with air automatic, anti-spin, cruise tilt, CD sport wheels and more. Only $19,988. Save another $1,000 by financing with Chrysler and pay just $18,988. Bob will pay top dollar for your trade and beat any bona fide offer or pay you $500.
Isn't that right, Mr. Frederick?
I'm Bob Frederick, and I guarantee it.
Your only Elite 5-star Dodge exclusive dealer south of the mall in Boardman.
YSU's Penguin Club provides financial support, allowing student athletes to compete at the NCAA Division I level.
Members enjoy many benefits from priority football and basketball tickets to social events and more.
Our Penguin Club gives student athletes opportunities to compete, win championships, and earn degrees.
There's never been a better time to join the Penguin Club. Act fast and make a difference.
Call today and join the Penguin Club.
Together we can impact the success of many YSU athletes.
And welcome back to the Beeghly Center on the campus of Youngstown State. The Butler Bulldogs are in town, and it's a ball game so far to this point that it's been as good as we thought it might be. These two teams have scratched and clawed through their Horizon League schedule. In fact, at the moment, YSU 2-4 in the league. Butler is at the 500 mark at 2-2. We talked about it, mentioned it 2 or 3 times, but it's worth noting Youngstown State has played some good games against Butler since joining the Horizon League several years ago, but they've always come up short. Ralph, what do the Penguins need to do in this second half to come back and really put this ball game away?
I think first of all, they need to keep rebounding like they are. You know, they're getting 20 rebounds in the first half is impressive. Most importantly, though, secondly, I think they have to stop Brandon Polk. You know, Brandon Polk right now sitting at 18. His career high is 27, and I think they cannot allow him to get on track and get back in that groove he was in the first half.
Jerry Slocum will send out Barber, Harris, Roberts, Humphrey, and LaForm. Polk, Graves, Horan, Avery Sheets, and Brandon Crone are out there for Butler. Penguins of the basketball, near side of the right wing, John Barber. Up top, Colin LaForm, left side, Derek Harris. Barber up top, Roberts, pump fake, dribbles. 15 on the shot clock now, Penguins had better set something up. Now 10 on the shot clock, into the corner, Q. 8, now 7, offensive foul called on Quinn Humphrey.
And I think when you get the shot clock down to like 6 or 7, that's what starts to happen. You start to press a little bit, try to force it. That's exactly what Quinn Humphrey did there.
Number 2 on Q, first on YSU as a team here in the second half. No dispute from Jerry Slocum, good call. Crone has it in the corner, right of the lane, Polk, back to Crone, up top to Graves, near side Sheets. Around a Crone pick. Crone has it, thought about the 3 ball. Crone line lane, left of the lane, puts that one up too strong. Rebound John Barber, Penguins have numbers. Derek Harris firing, 3 ball. That one's short. Rebound Quinn Humphrey. Humphrey puts it on the net, and the Penguins have the lead.
Yeah, it's an easy rebound to get because Big Polk, Brandon Polk, was sitting down still on this end. No big presence under the board for Butler that time.
A.J. Graves bounced underneath to Polk. Polk backing in. Bounce pass to Graves. Here's Sheets. Back to Graves. Here's Sheets. Crisp passing to Crone. 3 ball, no. Rebound Quinn Humphrey. Derek Harris has it left side. Underneath to LaForm. LaForm has it ripped away by Graves. But it's out of bounds. It'll go back to Youngstown State.
Well, I had the right idea that time. Derek Harris with a nice lob pass into Colin LaForm. And I think if Colin LaForm has one aspect of his game needs to work on, it's his hands.
Harris triggers into LaForm. Harris will bring it back out front, set up a play. Roberts, high score for YSU, has the basketball. Roberts to Barber, triggering that 3 ball. That one's too strong. Rebound Sheets for Butler. Avery Sheets, senior from Lafayette, Indiana, has it left side. A.J. Graves, far side of the right wing to Bruce Horan. Bounce pass, Brandon Polk backing in on Barber. Polk puts it up, won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. And on Barber, that'll be number 3.
And one thing I've noticed here in the second half, Chad, is they're being a little bit more physical with Brandon Polk on the inside. The first time he missed the inside shot, I thought he got fouled. Didn't call it that time. He did get the call, and it seems like the Penguins are being a little bit tougher inside. Maybe they need to be.
First free throw is off the side of the iron. Polk unable to connect. Dwight Holmes will check in. Sitting down is John Barber. One number to watch as we go along. Butler is 9-2 when holding the opposition under 70 points. And Polk misses them both. See, I was right. I said that earlier. He wasn't a good free throw shooter, and he misses 2 there. Humphrey hands to Roberts. Roberts carried the basketball. Turnover, will give it back to Butler. And in the turnover department, YSU now with 8. Butler with half of that number, 4. See, I'm not all that bad at math after all.
No, you're pretty good, besides that calculator sitting next to you.
Graves, top of the key, Horan triggering that 3 ball, may have been partially blocked. Polk puts it up off the offensive glass, and he unable to connect, but he'll go to the free throw line.
You mentioned a little bit earlier, Butler has to be the best passing team we've seen all year. Unbelievable how quickly and
Holmes,
right on the money they put it.
Holmes guilty of the infraction. It's his first, and number 3 on YSU as a team. And Polk will go right back to the strike. This time he connects. And Butler now trails by 1, 36-35. Brandon Polk splits the pair. Penguins still up by 1, 36-35. Derek Harris brings it near side on the right wing. Colin LaForme. Holmes to Q. Now Derek Harris. Into the corner, Roberts. Roberts slicing. Blocking foul called on Avery Sheets, I believe. Yep, that'll be his 3rd now. It's the first on Butler as a team here in this second half. Todd Licklider electing to stay with Avery Sheets. And the Penguins have it with a fresh shot clock. Ball is into Q. Q ran with 2 hands.
That's what happened. You have the guy in foul trouble. Avery Sheets didn't want to get too close to Q that time, and Q made him pay for it.
Now Licklider will make a change. Bruce Horan dialing up that beautiful stroke 3 ball. And we are again tied, this time at 38. Holmes has it to Roberts. This is Humphrey, top of the key, Holmes. Quinn, Humphrey, triggers. That one won't go from long distance. Rebound, Avery Sheets. Sheets penetrates right of the lane. He's got it in the corner. We'll set up a play as we come up on 16 minutes to play. Sheets swings it over to Crone. This is Polk, loses the handle, gobbles it back up, and is fouled. Any number of Penguins could have been called for that foul. And he'll shoot 2 when we get back to it. 15:54 to play. All knotted up at 38 on the Fox 1762 YSU basketball game of the week.
27 First News is your station for local news.
I'm Rob Schmidt.
And I'm Sarah Eisler.
For more than 50 years, 27 First News has been the most trusted source for local news here in the Valley.
Covering the news in your town, your community, and your neighborhood.
We deliver the stories that matter to you the most, because what happens here affects us too.
Your station for local news is 27 First News, where your news comes first.
For local sports scores, up-to-date forecasts, and more local news, go to WKBN.com.
Let it snow. I have my scraper, my shovel, and my sled. That can only mean one thing.
Winter weather is here. For the most accurate, up-to-the-minute closings and delays, tune to 27 First News.
Or go to WKBN.com for a list of all cancellations. So when the snow starts to fly, tune to your official school cancellation station. 27 First News, where your news comes first.
Cancellations and delays brought to you by the Milton Hershey School.
Bellaria offers a wide variety of pizzas, sandwiches, entrees, and salads. Check out the daily lunch and dinner specials, including lunches as low as $3.95 with generous portions. Bellaria wishes YSU basketball coaches Tisha Hill and Jerry Slocum, their staff and teams, all the best this season. Go Penguins!
We still taste one bite at a time at Bellaria.
This is it. This is the action. This is the season. This is the game. Penguin basketball slams into the Beeghly Center. Don't miss your shot to catch all the action.
The YSU men face off against Butler Saturday night at 10:30 on Fox 1762.
Not just the highlights, we'll have the whole game, so you won't miss a minute. Penguin basketball is here. Hit the hardwood with the Fox 1762 YSU Penguin Basketball Game of the Week.
Tremendous gathering here at the Beeghly Center, and so far they're enjoying what they've seen. Penguins all tied up with Butler, 38-38. Hey, Penguin fans, you can enjoy all the live action of men's and women's basketball from the Beeghly Center on the internet this season. Dial up YSUSports.com. They'll carry all the home games live. Again, YSUSports.com, where the wins are always on. And the Penguins have been trudging along to the beat of their own drum, and so far it's worked. Brandon Polk will go to the free throw line, and he'll try to put Butler back on top.
Yeah, we said earlier that I think the strategy is to be a little bit more physical with Brandon Polk. I think the strategy is to foul him when he's underneath, because that's seemingly what they've done almost every possession.
Polk puts the free throw up, and it's in. Polk now 6 of 10 from the free throw line. He's got 20 points, and that leads all scorers. And Polk puts them both in. So here we go. Butler back in front, 40-38. This is Humphrey. Back to Roberts, who hands to Derek Harris. LaForme into the corner. Quinn Humphrey dialing up that three ball. No, LaForme fighting for the rebound. Somehow it's ripped away. And Horan has it over the time stripe to A.J. Graves. Graves has it to Stryker. Left of the lane, Polk. Polk penetrates. Nearly a turnover. Instead, Graves triggers up a three ball, and he drains it.
Well, Butler always finds the open man. And they did so right there for the three-pointer, and their passing ability is uncanny.
Kessler Roberts dials it up from long distance and connects. Roberts now with 15, 43-41 in favor of Butler. Graves picks up his dribble. Horan from long range, no. Rebound, Derek Harris of Youngstown State. Here comes the senior from Cambridge, Massachusetts. What a look to Q. Won't go on the offensive glass. Holmes won't go again. Rebound comes down to Stryker for Butler.
Well, I tell you what, Q can't get a call tonight inside. It looked like he got hit again.
Q very nearly came up with a steal. Instead, he's ticketed with a foul. That'll be his third, and that's a problem.
Yeah, that third foul right there is a frustration foul because he didn't get the call down the other end. And obviously, we don't like to get on the officials, but you know, when you have a player of that caliber of Quinn Humphrey, I mean, you gotta give him a call underneath.
Q sits down. Jerry Slocum not pleased. Dominique Crawford replaces Humphrey. Near side, Graves. Polk in the corner outside the three-point line. Cross-court toss to Betko. Haran outside the three-point line to Polk. Polk picks up his dribble. In some trouble. Betko thinking about that three ball. Penguins won't let him have it. 3 seconds now, 2. Butler better hurry. Polk fires up at the buzzer of the shot clock. Won't go. Rebound, Dwight Holmes.
Great defense there by the Penguins, even without Q on the floor, able to turn it up a notch on the defensive end.
Dominique Crawford and the Penguins trying to tie this thing up at 43. Crawford spins. Crawford fights that one up, won't go, but he's fouled. And that Butler foul is called on Brandon Polk. That's just his first, number 2 on Butler as a team. So to the line goes Dominique Crawford. Crawford out of River Rouge, Michigan. Averaging 10.3 points coming off the bench for Jerry Slocum. He's unable to connect on the first. So wholesale substitutions. Let's see, sitting down is Stryker, Haran, and Polk. Some new faces into the lineup off the bench for Butler. Crawford unable to knock down either of the 2 free throw attempts. So back come the Butler Bulldogs on the offensive end. Coming up on 13 minutes to play. Penguins trailing it by 2, 43-41. Near side of the left, Graves. Graves over to Avery Sheets. Betko has it. Far side on the right to Sheets. Sheets almost walked. Instead, he fires up the floater. Won't go. Offensive glass for Crone. Won't go. Shot clock violation. That's the second time we've seen that this half. That must be solid defense for the Penguins.
Absolutely. 2 consecutive defensive stances, I guess, if you want to call them, for the Penguins. Doing a nice job of really keeping Butler out of the middle and getting the hand out in the face of the shooters.
Derek Harris. Left side to Roberts. Penguins again trying to tie this thing up in the second half. Roberts for the lead. Back of the rim, no. Rebound, A.J. Graves. Graves right side to Betko. This is Sheets. Crone outside the three-point line to Betko. Graves has it near side on the left. Crone has his pocket ripped away by Dwight Holmes. Holmes, line, lane, off the glass and won't go. But free throws are upcoming for Dwight Holmes. A wheel of a defensive play. He just took it right out of midair.
Absolutely. He was able to read the eyes of the passer, able to intercept it. There you can see it right there. And does a nice job of switching hands right here. Going to the left with the crossover, trying to mix up the defense a little bit. Draws the foul, but unable to finish there at the end.
Foul is on Crone. That's number 2 and number 3 on Butler as a team. And Holmes will go to the free throw line. Holmes puts the free throw up, and it won't go. Free throw shooting is been a problem the last couple of ball games for YSU now. Penguins just 5 of 11. 45.5%. So Holmes will try to split the pair. And Dwight Holmes started the past 12 games prior to tonight. Does indeed split the pair. He's got 3, and it's 43-42 in favor of Butler. Coming up on 12 minutes to play. Sheets has it near side on the left of Betko. This is Haran. Cross-court toss to Sheets. Now Betko to Crone. Into the corner, Avery Sheets, automatic from downtown. He's got 3. When you leave him open, he'll knock it down, and we've got a hand-checking violation called on Sheets. Now, that's a problem because that's number 4. We'll see how Todd Licklider adjusts to that reality when we come back. 11:36 to play here in the ball game. Youngstown State down 4, 46-42 in favor of Butler on the Fox 1762 YSU basketball game of the week.
It's time to stop the confusion. Now there's a one-stop online resource for information about businesses in your area. One name, one place. Your connection to local businesses. TellUsMore.com.
Watch the Arby's Comedy Block weeknights from 6 to 8 on Fox 1762 for your chance to win 2 combo meals from Arby's.
I want details, and I want them right now.
This is so cool.
Call when you see the winning phone number weeknights from 6 to 8 during That 70s Show, The Simpsons, and Seinfeld.
That 70s Show and The Simpsons. Now that's just funny.
Watch to win weeknights from 6 to 8 on Fox 1762.
For years, the United Way has helped bring dozens of programs and services to our friends and neighbors in the Mahoning and Shenango valleys. Now, the United Way needs your help to meet our fundraising goals and continue work in the community. United Way volunteers will be calling on you. Please give what you can. The United Way Rally for the Valley, helping our neighbors in need.
Some dealers are overstocked, but Frederick Dodge is super stocked with great selling new Dodge cars and trucks. Frederick Dodge sells more new Dodges in the Valley than any other dealer, and Bob Frederick knows to do that. He has to stock more Dodges and discount them deeper. Like 06 Ram 1500s with air automatic, anti-spin, cruise tilt, CD sport wheels, and more. Only $19,988. Save another $1,000 by financing with Chrysler and pay just $18,988. Bob will pay top dollar for your trade and beat any bona fide offer or pay you $500.
Isn't that right, Mr. Frederick?
I'm Bob Frederick, and I guarantee it. Your only Elite 5-star Dodge exclusive dealer south of the mall in Boardman.
YSU's Penguin Club provides financial support, allowing student athletes to compete at the NCAA Division I level.
Members enjoy many benefits from priority football and basketball tickets to social events and more.
Our Penguin Club gives student athletes opportunities to compete, win championships, and earn degrees.
There's never been a better time to join the Penguin Club. Act fast and make a difference.
Call today and join the Penguin Club.
Together we can impact the success of many YSU athletes.
Taking in some good basketball in this packed house at the Beeghly Center. And if you have not been down here, by all means, you're going to want to head on down here to catch this team. There is no better way to spend time with friends, co-workers, teammates, classmates than right here at the Beeghly Center to the Penguin basketball game. Whatever the occasion, the YSU Athletic Department has a group ticket package to meet any group special needs. Groups of 20 or more receive game tickets for just $3. Call that number on your screen for more information. All right, here we go. Keston Roberts has it in the corner. Roberts spins, Holmes, now to Derek Harris. Left side, Dominique Crawford. 20 seconds remaining in the shot clock. This is Roberts slicing through the lane. Blocked away by Polk, and it's saved in by Crone. He calls for and is awarded a timeout, and his teammates appreciate that solid effort. It's a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here because it is the first called timeout of the second half. A rule, by the way, which I will never understand, but we'll leave it at that. An interesting point worth noting in terms of this Butler team. We talked off the air. Of course, their home court, Hinkle Fieldhouse, where the Butler Bulldogs call home. It's where the movie Hoosiers was filmed. At least the championship game was filmed there. I've had the pleasure to call a couple of games there, and they've got little landmark, little settings there and pictures of the movie being filmed. And I'll tell you what, they haven't changed much from when that was filmed because it's got a very traditional feel to it. And they pack that place, and when you go there, you just feel like you're somewhere special, I should say.
Yeah, you know, when you put a quality basketball team out there, it helps. And I think, you know, when you take a tip to the Sweet 16, it kind of rekindles a little bit of that magic. It brings the people out to see a good basketball team.
Youngstown State trailing Butler by 4, 46-42. with 11:13 to go. And do you like the approach of this Penguin team so far in the second half?
I do. You know, one of the things they're getting hurt on is, again, with Brandon Polk inside, even though he has done his damage at the free throw line. I like the intensity on defense. You know, Quinn Humphrey's out of there in foul trouble, and yet those other guys have really picked it up a notch. However, they still got to go down that offensive end and score.
Youngstown State now shooting 45.9%. Conversely, Butler 43.2%. So Jerry Slocum will send out Holmes, Harris, Roberts, LaForme, and also Dominic Crawford.
But Chad, you got to wonder where Jack Lyles has been tonight. I don't know if it's due to injury or he's in the doghouse. For one reason, he hasn't played at all tonight. Usually he's good for a good 5 to 10 minutes off the bench.
And he's actually been in the starting lineup quite a bit as well, so that's going to be something we'll find out after the ball game. Where in the world was Lyles? But looks like Slocum's going to go with the guys he's used to this point, and that mix does not include Jack Lyles. All right, here we go. Julian Betko has it far side on the right to A.J. Graves. Graves, right wing to Betko. The native of Slovakia on a Polk. Whistle and what as the shot clock expires.
I'll tell you, that sure looked like a charge on Polk. LaForme had his feet set underneath the hoop. We'll see it right here. Boy, that's it. Doesn't get any closer than that.
I'll tell you what. They're arguing that the shot clock had expired. It could have been an offensive foul. And that's what Coach Slocum is saying. He's saying that the shot clock did indeed.
Maybe they'll come over here and take a look at it. We'll tell them.
I'm not getting in the middle of any of that. In the line of fire. And Polk unable to knock the free throw down. Sure looked like a poor call, and we're not ones to complain about officiating, but
you know, one of the things too, Todd Lickley, the coach of Butler, has been on these referees from the very beginning, and you wonder if he's going to get all these calls now down the stretch because he's been in their ear for a while.
Free throw up and in. The pair is split. Butler up 5, nearing 10.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Top of the key, LaForme. This is Harris underneath to LaForme. Right of the lane, LaForme spins, puts it up short, rebound Polk. Polk now has 4 rebounds in the contest. Crone has it outside the three-point line, back underneath the Polk, stuffs it home with the right hand. Polk now with 2 dozen. Jerry Slocum says, get on over here, and he is none too pleased. And as we go back to that previous foul called on Youngstown State, it's a good look at Polk. He's murdered the Penguins all evening long.
Absolutely. You know, you look at Polk, only 6'6", so it's not like he has a huge size advantage. Really not that thick kind of post player that YSU has struggled against. He's just really athletic, does a nice job of getting some post-entry passes in there, and you saw from that replay, he knows how to finish.
So the Butler Bulldogs trying for win number 10 on the season, and Jerry Slocum still talking about that foul that was called on YSU at the other end. So the ball is in to Keston Roberts. Butler trying to trap now. Roberts has it back just over the time stripe. Harris underneath towards Barber, knocked away, picked up by Graves. Graves to Betko. Passed up that 3 ball. Graves has it. Far side on the right wing, brings it back out front. A.J. Graves to Betko as it knocked away. Betko picks up the foul. Betko raises his hand and says, I'm guilty as charged. And on Betko, that's his 3rd. Otherwise, it's 2 easy ones for Youngstown State.
At the time of the breakaway like that, sometimes you'll see a intentional foul called. Not that time. I think it was a little bit too early, and actually a smart defensive play.
Top of the key, Quinn Humphrey. Humphrey right of the lane, has it ripped away. Tries to save it in, but what? It's off him. Back to Butler. Graves has it right side, up top to Betko. Bounce pass underneath the poke was 24 points. Spins, bounces up, no, rebound Q. Q ahead to Derek Harris. Left side, Q. This is Harris. Stops and pops. No. But he was fouled. A.J. Graves got him. It's number 3 on Graves, number 6 on Butler, with 8:49 to go here in the ball game.
You know, this is an important stretch right here. YSU finds himself down by 7. You know, this is either kind of the make it or break it phase for YSU, or they're either going to get a big lead. You know, Butler's going to pull out to a big lead, or they need to make a little run right here.
Harris helps out the cause. He knocks in the free throw. Harris, 6'2". A $185 from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and Proctor Academy has at least 5 assists in 10 ball games so far this season. He's got 3 tonight. So we'll go along with now 6 points on that free throw make, and it's 49-44, back to a 5-point deficit for the Penguins. A.J. Graves, right side, Crone. Julian Betko to Horan, fires up a 3-ball, and that can't happen. Horan now with 15.
All of which came by way of the 3-point shot.
Butler came in as one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the country. We've seen why tonight. Keston Roberts to Q, 3-ball of his own. Bang!
Hopefully that's what Quinn Humphrey needed right there. I think it's been a while since we've seen him hit a shot outside of 10 feet, and maybe that'll get him and the Penguins going here for the last 8 minutes.
13 for Quinn Humphrey. 52-47, under 8 minutes to go. Betko has it outside the 3-point line. Crone to Graves, into the corner, 3-ball money. Bruce Horan has 18, including 6 3-balls. Back to an 8-point lead for the Bulldogs. Keston Roberts fakes the 3, reach-in foul is called on Betko. Betko picks up number 4. It's number 7 on Butler as a team, and with 7:29 to go, we're locked up in a good one. Butler holding the edge, 55-47. Find out how this thing is going to play out when we come back at the Fox 1762 YSU Basketball Game of the Week.
Marge's book exposes Homer.
Just tell me how much of this is true.
There's a place called Nantucket.
I knew it!
Now the whole town's talking.
Can you believe that Homer and Marge's marriage is just a sham? All right, I'll order. I'll have a medium pepperoni.
And Simpson's secrets are revealed.
Your father's a very private person.
All right, we're out of bath towels. Oh, ice cream truck!
The Simpsons.
Monday night at 7.
Curls are important for my self-esteem.
You know what else might be good for your self-esteem? Not being the village whore.
They've battled all their lives.
Dad. Ooh, I'm so scared.
But this is the fight of the 70s.
You stuffed in high school.
So did you.
Lori here waxes her lips, legs, eyebrows.
Walked in on you in bed with your Dorothy Hamill poster, and you were all...
Lori was born with a tail!
That 70s show.
I hate you!
Monday night at 6 on Fox 1762.
Belleria offers a wide variety of pizzas, sandwiches, entrees, and salads. Check out the daily lunch and dinner specials, including lunches as low as $3.95 with generous portions. Belleria wishes YSU basketball coaches Tisha Hill and Jerry Slocum, their staff and teams, all the best this season. Go Penguins!
We still taste one bite at a time at Belleria.
This is it. This is the action. This is the season. This is the game. Penguin basketball slams into the Beeghly Center. Don't miss your shot to catch all the action.
The YSU men face off against Butler Saturday night at 10:30 on Fox 1762.
Not just the highlights, we'll have the whole game, so you won't miss a minute. Penguin basketball is here. Hit the hardwood with the Fox 1762 YSU Penguin Basketball Game of the Week.
Back at the Beeghly Center, Penguins have some work to do, trailing at 55-47, and the YSU Penguin Club helps provide the margin of excellence for YSU student athletes. Penguin Club members enjoy preferred seating for both football and basketball, as well as many other great benefits. Your contribution is tax deductible and benefits the YSU Athletic Scholarship Fund. Call the number on your screen to join the Penguin Club. That number 330-941-1YSU. $7:29 is what remains. And to the free throw line for YSU goes Keston Roberts. Roberts has 15 points. That leads Youngstown State. Roberts has 15 and Quinn Humphrey has 13. Free throw up and in for Roberts. He's now got 16. This his first trip to the free throw line. Roberts knocks both of them down. 55-49, so the Penguins are hanging in there. Not allowing Butler to get out to really a substantial lead by any stretch of the imagination. Striker, bounce pass far side on the right to Marcus Nellums. Three ball in the air, no, rebound Quinn Humphrey. That one didn't go down for Haran. Harris top of the key, hands to Keston Roberts. Roberts triggers, blocked away. Right in his face. And with 7 minutes to go, the Penguins will set it up. John Barber spinning in the air, puts it over there.
I tell you, every so often, John Barber just kind of surprises you with some of the things he does in the offensive end, and that's a case right there.
4-point lead for Butler. This is Bruce Haran. A.J. Graves crossover around a striker pick. Graves near side to Nellums, whistle, and what a foul on Colin LaForme.
Looked almost like Colin LaForme threw him to the ground. I don't know if there's a little acting in there or not, as LaForme kind of pleads his case to one of the officials.
That's number 4 on Colin, 7th on Youngstown State as a team. Back to the free throw line goes Brandon Polk. All he's done is put a 24 spot up, unable to put 25. He misses the free throw, but Butler all over the offensive glass. Penguins getting the edge in the rebounding department, however, 32-21. Outside to Polk to Nellums. 16 on the shot clock. Striker back to Graves. Thinking about that long-range three ball. Here's Haran to Polk, left of the lane with 8 on the shot clock. Polk fires it up, won't go. Rebound, Quinn Humphrey. Humphrey trots it forward just near the Penguin bench. And Harris sets it up with under 6. This is Quinn Humphrey. Humphrey spins, offensive foul call. I think a little bit of an acting job on a couple of occasions tonight for Butler. Evidently they're...
You're going to see it right here. Quinn Humphrey's going to do a little spin move, and boy, he was falling before that move even started. But, you know, it gets the job done. It gets Quinn Humphrey on the bench, so...
Quinn Humphrey now has 4 fouls, and evidently as part of their curriculum at Butler, acting classes are required.
I think they have 2 classes, 3-point shooting and acting.
We have a roster full of theater majors. In any event, Sheets has it near side, Crone. Around a striker pick. Right side, Bruce Horan. Nellums back to Sheets, 13 of the shot clock. Penguins defense needs a stop. YSU trails by 4. Sheets looking in the low post. Back up top, timeout called by Todd Licklider. We'll keep it here. When Butler gets back to it, 5 seconds on the shot clock. This is crunch time here. Nobody going anywhere in Beeghly Center.
And you can tell it's crunch time because Coach Licklider just takes a timeout with 5:09 and it's such a close game just to let his team know, hey, there's 5 seconds on the shot clock. He was afraid they're going to get another shot clock violation, so he basically wasted timeout to set up a 5-second play.
Penguins have cooled off quite a bit shooting the basketball. 46.3% now for YSU. Butler 44.2. The numbers would indicate that the Penguins maybe should have a lead. All the numbers except for that 3-point shooting total, which has Butler connecting on 9 3-point field goals. YSU out rebounding Butler 33-21. Here we go. Horan to trigger into Polk, left of the lane. Polk up, short, rebound Holmes. 5 minutes to go. Here's Crawford, knocked out of bounds by A.J. Graves. Well, that was diagrammed perfectly. Polk just didn't put it down.
Absolutely. I thought he would have gone a little bit stronger. We saw him on a similar move earlier, just kind of dunked the ball. That time finessed it a little bit and missed it.
Dominique Crawford, left side to Roberts. Spin move, Roberts, fade away, got it!
You know, from the beginning of the year till now, Keston Roberts' game, even though he was scoring in the beginning, leaps and bounds better.
Crowd starting to get into it here at the Beeghly Center. Near side, Horan. Knocked away by Barber, looking for Polk in the low post. Penguins can tie it here. Harris to Roberts, firing. 55 coming up on 4 minutes. Graves has it far side of the right wing. Top of the key, he'll fire and connect. 2-point field goal, he's got 8, 57-55. Derek Harris brings it near side. Dominique Crawford looking for Harris. It's intercepted by Graves. Line lane, puts it up. No, short. And an offensive foul is called on Butler. And a technical foul has been called on Todd Licklider for heading onto the floor.
Yeah, even though there's an injury, you still cannot come onto the floor until you're signaled by an official.
Todd Licklider takes his coat off. And he is none too pleased. Jerry Slocum says, explain this to me. Now, are they going to take the tee away? Well, we'll sort this all out. We'll let you know what the final verdict is when we come back. 3:48 to play in the ball game. Stay tuned. We've got a whale of a finish coming your way. Penguins trail it by 2 on the Fox 1762 YSU Basketball Game of the Week.
Let it snow. I have my scraper, my shovel, and my sled. That can only mean one thing. Winter weather is here. For the most accurate, up-to-the-minute closings and delays, tune to 27 First News.
Or go to WKBN.com for a list of all cancellations. So when the snow starts to fly, tune to your official school cancellation station. 27 First News, where your news comes first.
Cancellations and delays brought to you by the Milton Hershey School.
Set the date! Set the date!
Make a date with Sex and the City.
I better check my book.
For the very first time, see it all week long.
Be there or be square.
It's like sex is the only thing on the itinerary. Say yes.
Invite everyone fabulous you know and dress up. Go, have fun.
Book the date because Sex and the City will be here.
It's here! It's here! Wow.
All week long.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Monday night at 11 on Fox 1762.
Some dealers are overstocked, but Frederick Dodge is super stocked with great selling new Dodge cars and trucks. Frederick Dodge sells more new Dodges in the Valley than any other dealer, and Bob Frederick knows to do that. He has to stock more Dodges and discount them deeper. Like 06 Ram 1500s with air automatic, anti-spin, cruise tilt, CD sport wheels, and more. Only $19,988. Save another $1,000 by financing with Chrysler and pay just $18,988. Bob will pay top dollar for your trade and beat any bona fide offer or pay you $500.
Isn't that right, Mr. Frederick?
I'm Bob Frederick, and I guarantee it. Your only Elite 5-star Dodge exclusive dealer south of the mall in Boardman.
YSU's Penguin Club provides financial support, allowing student athletes to compete at the NCAA Division I level.
Members enjoy many benefits from priority football and basketball tickets to social events and more.
Our Penguin Club gives student athletes opportunities to compete, win championships, and earn degrees.
There's never been a better time to join the Penguin Club. Act fast and make a difference.
Call today and join the Penguin Club.
Together we can impact the success of many YSU athletes.
Well, we're still getting the final explanation. The technical foul has been taken away. Look at Jerry Slocum. When he finds out, he may blow a gasket. They're explaining to him now. Evidently, the official did not know that it was going to be a timeout. Here goes Slocum. Definitive signature move saying that technical foul has been called. Here's the play that started it all.
It's going to be a little alley-oop, and see Nellums go over the back there a little bit. That's going to be the call.
There's Coach Licklider on the floor, and he's arguing. He says, I'm coming to talk to my player, not to you. And I saw the official's lips just say, my bad. He takes his coat off, and
I don't think that helped things. I think this Beeghly center saw him take his coat off. He thought he was going to throw down or something out there.
I took my coat off too. Does that help?
Well, nobody got scared though.
Yeah, that's true. Welcome to my world. Well, Licklider is still talking to the officials,
which he has done seemingly all night long.
Butler is taking the floor. YSU still in the huddle. Only now are they coming back out. They're going to explain everything to the two coaches. Jerry Slocum in his first season at YSU. Todd Licklider in his 5th year with the Butler Bulldogs. And I have a feeling that Jerry Slocum is going to be the one that's disappointed when this is all said and done. It looks like he is.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything those officials can say to make him feel better at this time.
Slocum is probably thinking some not so nice thoughts about this officiating crew. There's been some questionable calls all night long, and after that long, lengthy, drawn-out discussion, the Penguins will try to tie it up with 3:42 to play. Clock rolling here in the ball game. Harris has it left side to Quinn Humphrey. Keston Roberts wanted that long three. Ball bounced back out front to Harris. Barber has that baseline jumper ripped away, and a foul is called on who? Did they call a foul on John Barber?
Yeah, they call it on Barber because after the block shot, when the ball's in the air, Barber's going to hold the wrist of Brandon Crone. First there, he delivers a nice elbow, and they're going to see right here as he grabs the wrist and kind of pulls down Brandon Crone, and that's going to be the call.
Crone was the one that initiated the contact to begin with.
Yeah.
Pushed him out of the way. Wow. Free throw up. No. Rebound Humphrey. The Penguins will evidently have to beat the officials and the Bulldogs tonight. Can't dwell on calls. You didn't get hurt there. Harris has it top of the key. Roberts has it left side far wing. Barber triggering, jumper, short, rebound, Bruce Horan, make that Julian Becko. 3 minutes to go. Todd Licklider calls for a 30-second timeout. Unbelievable call on that foul that was called on Youngstown State. It looked like a no-brainer, but as it goes along, I guess nothing's a given or nothing that you can really take for granted from this officiating crew.
Yeah, you know, I think think you got to give credit to the Penguins for kind of hanging in there. You know, oftentimes after they took that tee away, and you want to call that a bad call down there in the corner, you see teams get down and frustrated, but that hasn't happened tonight with the Penguins. They've stuck in it all night, and you know, and they're still in this ball game with 3 minutes left.
Here's the reset. Under 3 minutes now to play. Butler leading this one 57-55.
And one thing you got to love, Chad, is this atmosphere here tonight. It's not too often that I can't hear you on the headset.
Feels like tournament time tonight, right?
Absolutely.
Pete and Penny hope they have something to clap about when this is over with. Avery sheets up top to Crone underneath. Paul stuffs it home with 2 hands.
Somehow the focus for this YSU defense was lost there a little bit. The guy that's killed them all night just snuck free right in the middle.
Bounce pass right side, Barber. 2.5 to play. Colin LaForte looking for Harris. 3 ball in the air. No. Rebound, Quinn Humphrey. Humphrey lays it in. 59-57. Humphrey now with a dozen rebounds and 15 points. Timeout on the floor with 2:22 to go. YSU now has 2 timeouts remaining. Butler with just 1 as the plot thickens here at the Beeghly Center. Look at Humphrey.
Absolutely. You know, even though he's struggling offensively, he still doesn't come out of his game plan of rebounding. And I tell you what, when he's struggling shooting, he can come up with some easy buckets like that. That keeps the Penguins in the ball game.
But as you said just a couple of seconds ago, you've got to get stops defensively. There can be no lapses here in the final 2:22. You've got to find a way to dig deep. Butler will bring it ahead. Far side on the right, A.J. Graves underneath to Crone. Crone out to Sheets, 19 on the shot clock. Crone, bounce pass to Polk underneath, whistle, and what? A foul on LaForme. And if it is indeed LaForme, he'll watch the rest of the ball game from the bench. Yep, it is indeed on him. And that's the 10th team foul. That means a 2-shot situation upcoming for the rest of the ball game for every subsequent foul on Youngstown State. So Jerry Slocum now has a little bit of time to make a decision. Dominic Crawford stands up from his seat on the bench, and it looks like he will replace Colin LaForme. LaForme will sit down in this ball game. 4 points, a pair of rebounds, and 5 fouls.
And you know, you talked about some questionable calls tonight. I think a few of those have been on Colin LaForme. I think he saw his frustration there as he left the floor, and even that last one almost looked like he tied that ball up near the baseline, and instead of getting the jump ball call, they get the foul.
2 shots upcoming for Polk. He's 8 of 14. He's got 26 points. He misses the first. He'll try to split the pair to give Butler a 3-point lead. Crowd making all kinds of noise here at the Beeghly Center. Polk, free throw up, around, no. Rebound, John Barber. For Barber, his 6th rebound. Keston Roberts, left elbow. Bang!
That's a big-time shot right there in the clutch for Keston Roberts.
Roberts has 23. Graves right of the lane. Graves into the corner. Betko. Penguin defense needs a stop. Betko dishes to Crone. Knocked away, almost intercepted. Instead, Crone bounces it. 3 ball in the air by Graves. Long rebound, Quinn Humphrey. And a foul is called on Crone. That's number 3 on Crone. 9th
And again, you see Quinn Humphrey get the rebound. That's just a silly foul by Brandon Crone. It's clearly he has the rebound in his hands, turning to go up court, and Crone decides to take a swat at it. And at this point in the game, you can't afford those type of fouls.
Quinn Humphrey trying to give the Penguins the lead. He's got 15 points. Humphrey dips and flips. Got it. JSU on top by 1. Todd Licklider trying to look a little bit casual. And then he noticed the camera was on him and he leaned forward. Quinn Humphrey knocks both of them down and the Penguins up by a pair, 61-59. Full court pressure for Youngstown State. Now YSU will back off. Avery Sheets over the time stripe. Far side on the right to Graves. You cannot allow a three ball now. Looking low post for Polk, instead out front to Graves. Under a minute now to play. Avery Sheets to A.J. Graves, right of the lane, Graves. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sheets for three. He knocks it down. Sheets has a half dozen. Penguins will try to recapture the lead, trailing it by 1, 62-61. Remember, when Butler allows less than 70 points, they're 9-2. Roberts triggers, short, rebound, knocked up into the air. Roberts fights for it and has it. Now to Derek Harris. Harris, line, lane, underneath the Crawford. Has it broken man, a foul is called.
You know, it's Hustle that kept the Penguins in this game, and it's Hustle that gets them the ball back right there. Keston Roberts misses the shot, but he's able to follow and get some help, and now Dominique Crawford gets to go to the line.
Now, can Crawford tie this thing up? He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. As a free throw tosser, 72.7%. He'll have to knock down a pair to give the Penguins the lead. Free throw up, free throw, and we are tied at 62. Dominique Crawford has been such a spark off the bench for the Penguins, trying to give them the late lead with 28.1 seconds to play. Crawford dips and flips. Got it! 63-62.
Penguins up in full court pressure. Trying to slow Butler down just a little bit here.
Everybody on their feet now. Crone has it, hands to A.J. Graves. Graves spins, flips underneath the pump, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Butler. He threw it into some traffic, and with 14.2 seconds to go, Butler calls for and is awarded a timeout. Everybody on their feet here at the Beeghly Center. Oh, what an atmosphere this is. Feels like the tournament, doesn't it?
Absolutely, this is fun, man. I tell you what, YSU's really, over the course of this season, even though they've hit a little rough spot here, has really come together as a team, and I really think if they can pull this one out, this will lead them into the last home stretch of the season in a real good light.
There's been other games in years of late where the excitement has been here. One game that comes to mind, I was in attendance working the ball game against Kent State. It was the year that Kent State, or the season I should say, that Kent State went on to do great things in the NCAA tournament. They didn't lose a lot of ball games that year, but they lost here on the YSU home court at the Beeghly Center. Really, that energy, that excitement was here that night, and it's certainly back here tonight.
Well, the Penguins are definitely going to need to feed off of that here in the last 14 seconds and come up with a good defensive stand and keep the pressure on.
And if Jerry Slocum's team ever needed a rousing ovation from the crowd, this is now the time. And hopefully when these two teams come off their benches, this crowd will make its voice heard. Butler has the basketball with 14.2 seconds to go. YSU 2 timeouts left. Butler has none. Ball is into A.J. Graves. Bounce pass underneath to Polk. Polk, right of the lane. Puts it.
They between Dominique Crawford and Q, and there you see him move his feet.
Butler will have to foul. Barber to trigger in. Quinn Humphrey has it and is fouled. And Q can seal the deal with some free throws here. Or at least put the Penguins in a situation where they're feeling a little bit more comfortable about life. That foul is called on Bruce Horan. Quinn Humphrey tonight 4 of 6 from the line. He's got 17 points.
Quinn Humphrey the line was the Penguins shooting 2 shots.
In case you're wondering, Humphrey as a free throw shooter, 78.3%. He'll need to knock both of them in here, but don't forget what a deadly three-point shooting team Butler is. Free throw up, it will not go. Wow. Jerry Slocum sees his team leading by 163-62.
Keep in mind, Chad, Butler has no timeout, so if they misses this, they're going to have to play it as is.
Rebound, Youngstown State off the miss. And another foul is called. The Penguins dodge a bullet with 3.4 seconds to play. We told you that since YSU joined the Horizon League, they've never beaten Butler. Will that streak end tonight? We'll find out. Q just missed a pair of free throws. Derek Harris, 2 of 2 from the line tonight. Free throw up, free throw around. It's off. He misses another one. The Penguins are giving Butler every opportunity. Remember, as you said, Butler does not have a timeout, so they'll have to go the length of the floor. Harris 2 of 3 is 6 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. And Harris puts the free throw in.
It was a lane violation there, but it doesn't matter. He made the free throw.
All right, here we go. 3.4. The ball's in the hands of Graves. 2 seconds now. 1 at the buzzer. Butler fires. The streak is over. Youngstown State has beat the Butler Bulldogs for the first time since they were members of the Horizon League. And these Beeghly Center fans are letting these Penguins know that they appreciate just what took place. We'll be back to wrap it up after this. The final of this one, Youngstown State 64, Butler 62 on the Fox 1762 YSU Basketball Game of the Week.
Welcome to DirecTV.
It's easy to switch to DirecTV service, and the time to switch is now.
I'm tired of it. My cable bill seems to keep going up.
With DirecTV, you get more for less. Call now and get HBO, Star Super Pack, and Showtime Unlimited. A total of 28 premium channels free for 3 months. Just choose the Total Choice Package with over 135 digital quality channels for only $39.99 a month for the first 3 months. Order now and receive a free DVD player.
Wow, that's a lot more than I get from cable.
We just want you to find out for yourself how great DirecTV can be. Plus, you'll have access to exclusive programming like NFL Sunday Ticket.
That's great.
Call now and get everything you need to switch to DirecTV for free, including free equipment and next-day installation for up to 4 rooms. Get HBO, Star Super Pack, and Showtime Unlimited free for 3 months when you order the Total Choice Package for just $39.99 a month for the first 3 months. Order now and receive a free DVD player. Don't wait another minute. Call DirecTV now.
She said, oh, don't worry about it. If you don't go, that's all right.
She got left high and dry.
She said she would pay me. I say to you, prove it.
But will this letter be a lifesaver?
Oh, wait a minute. What's that?
Next, all new People's Court.
Monday at 2 on Fox 1762.
Why stay up late for your local news?
Get all of your news 1 hour before the rest.
Be the first to know what's going on.
And go to bed early.
Think first, think Fox.
First news at 10 on Fox 1762.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Alligators, ladies.
Monday through Friday. You've got to face the fear.
That's what it takes.
5 days a week. Get your daily dose.
That dude is hitting hard.
Of Fear Factor.
Monday at 4 on Fox 1762.
That was the craziest stuff I've ever done.
And we'll Welcome back to the Beeghly Center. A very happy affair as the Penguins knock off Butler by a final score of 64-62. They beat Butler for the first time since Youngstown State has been a member of the esteemed Horizon League, and we're pleased to be joined by Penguins assistant coach Brian DePauli. And coach, seems like every time you join us after a ball game, it's after a ball game like this. Explain the emotion in the huddle there at the end.
It was tremendous. It was it was a testament to the guys. They worked hard all week long, and they got a great W there at the end. That was tremendous.
After the disappointing losses in the first two games of this homestand, Coach Slocum said last week, he said, after that loss to Cleveland State, it's an awful long time to wait to play again, but there were no lingering effects.
Now, and to be honest with you, they didn't show up in practice either. The guys, a testament to them, again, they came out, they battled all week long, and you kind of had a sense about them this weekend coming into this game.
Butler comes in as a tremendous three-point shooting team. You didn't let that hurt you too much when it counted, and you also beat them on the boards 41-22. You guys brought the effort tonight.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's all about effort. When we give the effort that we need to win every game, we can be in ball games, we can win close games like this, but it all counts with effort.
And I'm certain that one of the big factors in this one was this tremendous crowd tonight. They certainly gave your team a boost.
Yeah, we were a little